Hello, Anya here, and I'm ready to share another craft with you. Today I'm going to show you how to make a wall hanging made out of yarn or string, and I love making these wall hangings because they're easy to prep, easy to assemble, clean up debris, and they're fun because there's just all sorts of directions you can take this craft in. So, let's get crafting! For this wall hanging, you're going to need some sort of yarn or string. You'll need a pair of scissors to cut your yarn or your string, and you'll need a stick. The size stick you choose usually depends on the size of the project you want to make. Sometimes I find it's best to lay out your project first, then choose your stick. Also, if you have some beads, you can add beads to your wall hanging. Some wall hangings I find look better without beads, so the beads are more of a style choice. Before you cut your strands for your wall hanging, you're going to want to determine about how far down you want them to hang on your project. So for my wall hanging, I wanted them to hang down about 1.5 feet. Once I had that number, I doubled it and cut my strands of yarn to 3 feet. For the way I'm going to show you how to attach your yarn to your stick, you'll take your yarn, fold it in half, loop it on the stick, so now that 3-foot piece of yarn is hanging down 1.5 feet. Or whatever you choose. So if you want your strands to hang down 1 foot, you'll cut them 2 feet. If you want them to hang down 2 feet, you'll cut them 4 feet, and so on. I'm going to show you an easy way to cut multiple strands of yarn that are the same length. Once I decided I wanted my yarn to hang down about 1.5 feet, I cut myself a piece of cardboard that was 1.5 feet. I took my yarn, wrapped it around my cardboard multiple times, and cut only one side of the yarn, so that now that 1.5 foot piece of yarn was 3 feet. Once you get all of your strands of yarn cut, you're going to want to lay out your project. Once you've laid out your project and have chosen a stick, it's time to attach your yarn. You can attach your yarn in individual strands, or you can take a group of yarn and attach them that way. The way you're going to attach your yarn is you're going to take one of the strands you cut, fold it in half, and take that loop you've made by folding it in half and put it over the stick. You're going to lift that stick up a little bit, put your fingers through that hole, go under the stick, and grab those pieces of string. Pull them through. Again, you're going to take a piece of yarn, fold it in half, take that loop you've made by folding it in half, put it over the stick, lift the stick up a little bit, put your fingers through the hole, go under the stick and grab for those pieces of string and pull them through. You're going to do the same exact thing with the rest of the yarn. Once you have all your yarn attached to your stick, you can leave the strands the way they are, or you can add some shape to your wall hanging. For this example, I chose to cut my strands to come down to a point. I could also go from the corners and come up to a point, or I could cut each section of color a different length. What you choose to do is up to you and whatever works best for your project. Once you have your wall hanging shaped to the way you like, the last thing you're going to do is tie on a piece of string to your wall hanging, and that's it. It's ready to go on the wall. Thank you for letting me share this craft with you today. I had a lot of fun. Enjoy!